We would still really love to hear from you if you guys feel comfortable. I'm going to ask you one last question. Maybe you would also just like to include how you've just, a creative way you've been using technology in your classroom in the last couple of weeks. We'd love to hear from a couple people. So Kaylee shared that they're going to have some students share tech support type videos on the Schoology homepage with other students. That sounds amazing, Kaylee. Thank you so much for sharing. Way to help students build technology and learning in the school. That's great. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff says, recently been letting the students engage in more project-based learning activities and hopes to start thinking dynamically in our automotive technology field. That sounds really great as well, Jeff. Thank you. Great to hear from you both. All right, it is 9:50, so we'll go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to Module 3. And the CRE focus we're going to be talking about today is global context. So again, this is the Reimagining Classrooms by Integrating Culturally Responsive Technology, PL. This is session 3 focused on global context. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And we are your digital coaches. So we are all here with you today and we'll be in different breakout rooms. My name is Molly McGrath and I am a secondary coach for the Southeast region. And go ahead, Lisbon.
Lisbon actually had to step away to do another PL at a different school. So we'll be taking on her slides today.
All right, everyone. My name is Dante Bills. I am the secondary coach for the Far Northeast.
My name is Luke Mund. I'm the digital coach supervisor.
Sorry, go ahead. Start again. I was muted. Sorry.
My name is EJ Rodriguez here, and I'm a digital coach in the Northeast.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amy Voltero, and I'm the digital coach for the Northwest.
Hi, my name is Drea Adiri, and I am the digital coach for the Near Northeast region.
We just wanted to remind you that our professional learning experience today is tied to the transition priorities of our district around themes like equity, to dismantle oppressive systems and structures rooted in racism and classism. And also, we want to focus on accelerating learning by revisioning education. And of course, it's very important to maintain an emphasis and care around the socio-emotional and mental health of our students, as well as our staff and school. All these tied to our instructional excellence theory of action, rooted on the teachers and administrators' mindsets, ensuring high expectations for each and every student, as well as consistently putting rigorous and grade level tasks in front of our kids, and providing culturally and linguistically responsive instruction that deeply engages students and challenges them to do the heavy lifting. That's one of the focus that we have on our PL. But the last one is going to be especially important today, which is ensuring students receive feedback that supports them in advancing their learning. We want to remind you also that the revisioning of our approach is very tied and related to equity, especially for our Black and multilingual learners, and the accelerating of the learning by revisioning education. We are talking about planning for culturally and linguistic responsive education to the instructional core, making sure that our students get the content they need, and also in a supportive environment that is focused on social, emotional, and mental health.
So today we are focused on global context as our mindset. So we are on mindset number 3 of 6 so far. We are going to dismantle some systems of power and privilege today, and we're going to do that specifically through feedback. And so I want to give everybody about 30 seconds to read through this, root ourselves in our mindset focus. So the big thing is we want to shift these systems of power, and we want to make sure that the teacher or like the adult in the room isn't the only one with all of the power in the classroom. They're not the only knowledge holders in the classroom. And we're going to do this by making sure that we have the tools to deliver high quality feedback to students, whether that's from students to the teacher, from the teacher to students, or from students to students.
Okay, so today we have divided it into 3 strategies, and you will have the opportunity to select which one you would like to go deeper with here in a second. Strategy 1, as Drea said, is student to teacher feedback. We'll talk about Google Forms, Jamboard, Google Slides audience tools, and the Schoology discussions. In strategy 2, that is going to be feedback from teacher to student, and we will cover fast feedback, feedback in your LMS, leveraging Google Drive tools like Forms and Keep, and how to give feedback in Edpuzzle and Pear Deck. Strategy 3 is going to be peer-to-peer feedback, so your students giving feedback to each other. And in that strategy, we will cover Spark Model, comments, suggestions, tagging, rubrics in Google Docs, and peer feedback in Flipgrid and Schoology. So for the format, on the next slide, you're going to be able to choose what strategy you want to go into, and you will go into a breakout group for 60 minutes. In this group, there will be 1 or 2 coaches to show you the strategy and answer some questions. And then most of the time is going to be workshopping. So you're going to have time to play around with these new tools, see how they can work in your classroom, ask questions to the coaches if anything comes up. And then at the end, we will all come back together for a 5-minute debrief on the sessions and share out. So now is your time to think about which strategy you want to focus on, what is calling to you. If you want to do student to teacher feedback, there is a link for you. Teacher to student, there is a link. And if you want to do student to student, just stay right here in this Google Meet. We will give you a minute or 2 to think about it and decide, and then go to the breakout room that you would like. So we will see you wherever you land here in a minute or 2.